Hit the Target podcast.
Moses Mabhida will once again be the center of attention this weekend when Orlando Pirates and Stellenbosch compete for the MTN8 trophy. The mighty Buccaneers have shone on the continental and domestic front. They're up against a Stellenbosch outfit who have also caught the eye for their tactical discipline and ability to cause upsets. Hello and welcome to Hit the Target, powered by Hollywood Bets. I'm your host, Dashwan, and with me in studio today is African football expert Mogale Sateche and Moses Mabhida, head of security, Keba Mojohai. Gents, welcome.
Thank you very much for having us, Desh.
Thank you so much, Desh.
I was a Kaiser Chiefs hater last week. Now I'm the head of security.
Is it a promotion? Gents, let's start with the defending champions. Orlando Pirates could make it 3 straight MTN8 trophies. What will they say?
Well, it's historic. I don't think it's ever happened before. There have been teams that have won it twice in a row. The Pirates have actually done it before where they've won 2 in a row. So there's nothing that stops them from doing it again. It's I was going to say golden generation, but it's not golden without a league title. It's a silverware generation. And imagine 5 trophies in 2 seasons, 5 out of 6 finals. That is a phenomenal run. I don't even think the former Cup Kings themselves, Kaiser Chiefs, have ever achieved something like this before.
Well, I'm glad you said former Cup Kings because currently, Jose Rivero has come in and taken the league by storm.
Yeah, man. I'm so happy with what that man has achieved thus far. On Saturday, when you meet every Pirates fan, just spell the red cup.
Yeah.
You'll see. They will spell it within seconds because it's in their DNA, even the players and the coach and everything. I'm so happy to see these Pirates, what they are becoming each and every season. There is growth after every game.
Yeah.
And you can see, Jose Rivero is cooking.
Yeah, the writing is on the wall. I'm even sure the t-shirts have already been printed. Cup specialists, yeah.
Yeah, most definitely, because this one is going. It's going to Orlando.
Yeah.
The escorting is coming. It's written on the wall. Yeah, no.
It's coming home.
It's coming home. It's staying home because Pirates might as well play all their games with Moses Mabhida now.
Yeah. Well, Stellenbosch have also tasted cup glory last time out. Now, they did defeat TS Galaxy to lift the Carling Cup. Can you see that kind of ignition going on this season?
Well, now they've got a taste for silverware. They have been one of the most troublesome teams in the league since they've got there. They missed out on second place last season. They took on Orlando Pirates.
Yeah.
They've also bothered Orlando Pirates in the last few years. They are one of those teams that understand modern football. Well coached, well drilled. They understand what is expected of them. Yes, they've lost a lot of players. They have now become a factory of players moving up country or abroad.
Yeah.
And it speaks volumes about them. It's very nice to see a team from Cape Town actually playing very well.
Yeah.
We need Cape soccer to be strong again.
Yeah. Mo, do you feel they need trophies to actually sustain their love for players out there?
Well, yeah, they are reminding all the South Africans about some of the past great teams that we used to have in Cape Town.
Ajax.
Like Eva just highlighted. We used to have Ajax with your
Cape Town Spurs,
your Titian Dolis, and Tulani Serrero, all those big players, Hans Fonk and so forth. Mm-hmm. We used to have a Santos with our Marawan Bantam, Andres Patton. Like, it was a formidable Santos team, Musa Otieno.
So
those
naming names, right?
Yes,
Cape Town Spurs in the 90s, the Bafana Bafana team.
Yes.
There was a Bafana Bafana team.
They were the Bafana Bafana of our 90s team, Cape Town Spurs. So, look, man, we know what the mother city is capable of in terms of players and so forth. And I'm so much happy with Steve Parker and everything, that talent. So, if you can see, the man is moving into a very good direction now because he's not only mother city focused talent. This man is going across all South African provinces in the country, making sure that he brings together a strong, formidable Stellenbosch team.
Yeah, but can they actually compete? Because you look at some of the names they've lost in this most recent transfer window. Club captain Dino van Rooyen. There's the leading marksman Ikram Reyners. There's the likes of Otra. I think he's now moved abroad. Van Veek as well has moved to an Austrian-based outfit. That's like 4 starting players. And this has been Stellenbosch for years.
pretty much when other people leave, there is an opportunity for the ones who were not given the opportunity when they were not there to rise. I mean, Devin Titus is rising right now. Jayden Azams is showing why he's always selected for the Bafana
national team.
Come on, man. Let's talk about Fawa's Basadine. Come on, man.
Of course, he scored that incredible goal against Cape Town.
Come on. Yes. You can't look at a player like Fawa's Basadine and think that Pirates is going to intimidate him and so forth and everything. Come again, bro. They added their team. Let's talk about Letlonolo Mujela.
Yeah.
From
he's just footing like Galaxy. A glove over there in the attack.
What a player. Yeah. That boy reminds me of me. By the way. I was like, hey.
I see number 9 here.
Letlonolo Mujela is something else,
press with caution.
He runs at you the whole entire day. And Letlonolo is able to do what he does because he's balanced by a tactical player that can position himself in Sanele Bans.
Yeah.
You know, the way Sanele Bans has allowed Stellenbosch to play like position football and because he can open those spaces. He's not just a striker who sits in the box and wait for the ball. I mean, come on, guys, let's give credit to Steve Parker.
You know, those are excellent points you mentioned because both Barnes and Mojela are incoming players. So, you know, the scouting system has done really well. Of course, Barnes flying straight for Richards Bay United last season and then Mojela playing at TS Galaxy. But another man who's caught my eye is Andre de Jong. He was formerly at Royal AM. I think he was at Amazulu. Now he's found a home at Stellenbosch, and it's that kind of he makes those late runs in the box, sometimes playing the ball forward for the ongoing attackers. Do you think he's going to be important in this game? When
you're a bowler, you're a bowler. De Jong reminds me of this guy, let me not forget this name, the one who was at Amazulu and went to Sundowns but didn't spend a lot of time at Sundowns. You remember him? I think he was from Argentina or something. Come on, man. We know what other players, you know, some other players, it's not in terms of changing teams and moving from one team to another team, it's not a problem. They can play wherever they are and whatever. De Jong can play. De Jong is a player.
Yeah.
And you can see when he's on the field, he doesn't respect any name. He doesn't respect any team. He's there to play football. He's there to make Stellenbosch to be one of the recognized team. I've seen him play so many games. I was about to mention him because he's one of the players that I always single out after Stellenbosch games.
I can see that. But, you know, in keeping with attacking plays, Pirates' front line have caught the eye. I mean, you know, where do we even begin? The start of the season, they were hitting teams for fun. You know, they were steamrolling opposition, both in CAF competition against Disciples. I think they ran out 4-0 winners against...
5 in total, Well, more than anything, it's not what they've been doing on attack. I need to just go off the road a little bit by saying the defense. I don't think people understand how good the defense has been since Rivero got there. It's the first time now that the firepower is matching the wall at the back, and which is what's making them a lot more dangerous. And, you know, as you mentioned, the fact that now they're also overwhelming teams. I mean, against Polokwane came to, that result was significant. Polokwane did not come to play football. Suddenly in the second half, Pirates and then every time you watch Pirates play right now, you expect that goal to come. Against Chipa, against Juaneng, against Rick. I watched those, and you just expected some, and it's always somebody scoring. Now that you've got the guy, I just keep forgetting his name now, the free kick specialist now. They've got Damini. Now they've got a free kick specialist. They know how to score from set pieces as well. They also know how to score from every single angle. I think this is where I pass on to I can see Mokhale is just waiting.
He's ready. He's jumping at the We have to feed him.
Come on, man.
You know, as far as free kicks go, how about that one that Saleng hit against Amazulu in that MTN8 final? I think to start that first 3.
Look, come on, man. Pirates players going forward, wingers and midfield. I mean, you know, when a player is playing and they are excited and they are playing with excitement and enjoyment and everything. I mean, I'm even in the middle of the park, I'm starting to see the team aura in Makaula. I'm starting to see that in Talent Mbata. Everybody was given a chance, even in that position.
Given a chance and taking the opportunity.
As well as also
they take the opportunity.
They get it now. There's no longer that culture of I'm just going to sit on the bench. It's like, hey, next man up. In rugby, they say next man up. And that's what I've noticed with Pirates. Somebody's always taking their chance somewhere. Talent Mbata. Where did that man come from? Now all of a sudden he's a savior of Bafana. You put him in, he's going to get you the crucial goal. So yeah.
That man's career proned out very well. You can't believe that he moved 6 months into the teams. Talent Mbata actually used to play with Adip at school. They went to the same primary high school. Yeah, Adip in horse racing here in Durban. He used to play. He told me the story that Talent Mbata, when they were playing this other day, they were playing here in Durban and they were losing 4-0. And the Talent just came from where he came from, and he was like, I'm going to score 4. Then amateur football here in Durban. You know him very well. He was even playing not as a midfielder here in Durban, for your information. He was playing as an attacker. When he was growing up and everything, he was scoring goals 4, 5 in a game and so forth. I just love how his career panned out, from being scouted here in Durban, going to join Highlands Park, not even finishing a season Highlands Park, SuperSport United, half a season, 6 months, Orlando Pirates.
Football encyclopedia, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, I was going to call this man an almanac. This is what they call an almanac. If this doesn't work out, please, you need to be a chronicler of our football.
3 months at Orlando Pirates, Ric Flair sees this man and go like, you know, it's not easy to be likened to be
at so many different clubs and different
Hugo
positions.
Bruce. You know, he actually says a lot about criticizing players. They need to show up, but players like Talent Mbata, I mean, come on.
I'm going to build on that point. Why Bafana is actually doing well at the moment is because you've got 2 settled teams in Mamelodi Sundowns and you've got Orlando Pirates. And it's made life so much easier for him. And if you've got those settled outfits, you can also bleed in players from a Stellenbosch FC, Amazulu.
Add touches.
We know how much he loves Nico Mobi. So, dude,
that one.
we know how much he loves him. So there we go. He's such a the fact that you said that he's been tracking, Ric Flair has been following him throughout. It says a lot. So these people are making the coach's life easier at Bafana level.
Okay, let me ask you guys this. Is Pirates more hungry this season? Because last season, I think the Sundowns won the league by like 15 odd points or something. Can you see them winning those winnable games? Because currently, Pirates have a perfect record in the league.
Can I take this one? Okay. So, Pirates, the previous 2 seasons with Rivero, problem is they couldn't score at the beginning. They only started catching fire at the
second half of the season.
That's why, and by then the horse had already bolted. You can tell they won the league. This is just like dessert. Now they've turned cups into dessert. They want the league title and they want to go far in Africa because it's that prestige. 12 years, it's going to be 13 years without the league until they win it. So yeah.
I just to add on what Kiva said, I just love Pirates players' mentality. If you can remember how we got out of CAF group stages, qualifying group stages matches, we lost to Yuaning. And remember, the second game that we played at Orlando, Relemo Fukeng was one of the people who lost the penalty. Remember, and he cried. But if you saw how much the boy cried, and if you followed how much the boy was so excited after scoring, went straight to his to the mother and hugged her mother after Pirates qualified, and he's very much excited about continental football at the age of 18.
Come on, man. I don't need to add to it.
Come on, man. At the age of 18, he's already happy that I'm going to play against Al Ahly. I'm going to play against Zamalek. I'm going to play against whoever, young Africans from Tanzania and so forth. Come on, man. That's what makes Pirates to click. The mentality of that. What I respect and worship now is the mentality of all the Pirates players now. No one is like in a comfort zone.
Would you say Mofokeng is a player that kind of encapsulates the Pirates' spirit and what it means to play for the mighty Buccaneers?
Come on, the boy is in brain. I mean, when you look at that boy, you'll remember the young Junior Kanye, you'll remember the young...
I was going to say Leremi, Makanya. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen a young player at Orlando Pirates excite so many. Yeah. When he's on the ball, you expect lightning to hit some. That's what you want. A player who's unpredictable, who's willing to learn. He'll get kicked around. He doesn't care. He's going to keep coming at you.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate here. Just now you said Fawaz Bazidin will not be intimidated by facing Pirates. What if he comes up against Mofokeng? Who's winning that battle?
Come on, bro. Come on. It's Fawaz versus Mofokeng.
Yeah?
It's lightning versus thunder. So at the end of the day, we will, if you are from Limpopo, you will know which one is the strongest one. Lightning and thunder. But just doesn't say it's a joke.
Mogale, what's stronger, lightning or thunder? Please, can you tell us at home then?
I don't know, bro. But yeah, I mean, that's just something I can say. It's very much nice that we can talk about PSL and laugh and be so excited again when there are certain teams that are going to play against each other, because you know that this player versus this player, they are going to give us a good game. Fawaz Bazidin and Mofokeng, we are going to see a very exciting and entertaining game, and I'm sure Mofokeng and Saleng, they are going to be switching like
and
this.
To add to that, I don't think both teams are here to come and see each other off. It's going to be one way. It's cup. I think South African teams finally get it. It's cup football. You've got nothing to lose. Yeah. Just go for it. And now that cup finals have been so good, memorable in recent years, hey man, and the fact that you've now got matchups, such an exciting matchup on one side of the field.
Yeah, and I think both these teams have shown that they are ready to go. They will remove the shackles. On the day, rain couldn't even be expected, which means the ball will be flying left, right, and center.
And I don't know if you were going to touch on it, but we've touched on it before we got on air, was that Stellenbosch, it's not by mistake that they had that game against Sundowns here. It was so that they could get a feel of the atmosphere in a high-pressure knockout environment against a top team in Mamelodi Sundowns, and they've passed that test with flying colours. Yeah. So now that they've done that, I don't think they're going to be bothered that the entire stadium, because we all know KwaZulu-Natal and the whole of South Africa will be behind Pirates at the stadium, as I should know this as the head of security at Moses Mabhida. So they're not going to be intimidated at all. It's going to be one of those situations where, Mogale, I know you accepted for Pirates, but you remember what TS Galaxy did to Kaizer Chiefs in 2019?
Yeah, no, I remember, but we are not Kaizer Chiefs. I mean, can ask Amazul what happened in the Bank Cup after 4 months ago when they scored the first goal and thought that Makala scored and went to the other end of the field. Let me tell you something about the current Orlando Pirates team, man. It's look, they play for the badge.
Definitely.
They play for the badge, they play for their fans, they respect the coach, they respect the tradition, they respect the fans' excitement. They don't want to get into the way of their fans' excitement. They've been making Pirates fans so happy.
Happy people are back.
You can see I've gained 3 kilos since
the league started.
I mean, you cannot say the same about our neighbors. They wanted VAR. They wanted VAR last week.
They are getting thin. It's like, hey guys,
last week they wanted VAR.
With the iPad on the side of the field.
They wanted VAR, guys. I'm just, but yeah, with Pirates, man, it's been excitement all the way. The guys are dishing excitement to us, to their coach. The relationship between the Orlando Pirates players, it's amazing. Look at how Munyani has been supporting and Van Rooyen since he started the games and he's sitting on the bench. I mean, the love is amazing. Look at how Olisanda supports everyone, even when he's not on the field and everything. Look at how, to show that this works, when Nda or Sesani gets a yellow card or gets injured, look at CBC from being our number one chosen defender and always being called for Bafana, but at Pirates not starting every game. But when he comes in, man, he just blends in.
Performs, yeah.
Because when he's sitting on the bench, the mentality is the same as the players who are in the field. At Pirates now, being off the field doesn't work as a player. The players are always on the field. When they are on the bench, they are on the field already. When they go in there, they already know what to do and how to gel with the players that have been in the field. So it's an amazing thing.
Orlando Pirates PRO, over public relations officer.
Okay, Mo, let me ask you this then, all right. Looking at the opposition, Stellenbosch, they've just come off a 1-0 away victory against Sundowns and a 1-0 home victory against Sundowns in the MTN8 to book their spot in the final. Surely that has to earn them some plaudits.
You know, when luck is not on your side, Stellenbosch frustrated Sundowns that day.
Yeah.
If you watch that game,
yes,
I watched that
at
game.
Mabhida.
There, Stellenbosch ancestors whacking the Stellenbosch.
Lightning was hitting it
I'm telling you.
Into Zabantu, as we like to call it.
If you can check both two legs and check how many times Sundowns hit the woodwork in those two games, you will see that Stellenbosch, God was just with them throughout the whole 2 games. Sundowns, I mean, there was a point where they scored, the goal was just offside. If that goal was allowed, it was
been a flood. It would have been enough. Because Natal flood. It was just goals after goal after goal after goal.
Can you see Pirates also hitting the woodwork here, or is it going to be the back of the net?
That's going to be important. When and where the goals are going to be scored. Pirates cannot let the game drift. But at the same time, that's what makes Pirates dangerous. It's as if that goal is going to come at some point. The only hope that Stellenbosch can have is hit Pirates early and just hope that, that into Zabantu in the air, keep the goals out. And I just think that it just won't happen. Pirates has got too much the hunger. They get hungrier for trophies. And I don't think they're going to let this trophy go without a fight or at all.
Do you actually think that Stellenbosch might actually opt to park the bus? Because, coming up against a high-flying Pirates attack, it could get ugly in this one.
Can I answer? Yeah. Before the PRO of Orlando Pirates answers, you've got nothing to lose. You've got nothing to lose, you've got everything to gain. And the myth of the club, this is how, like I say, you want a team to grow in terms of the mentality within the Western Cape. You take the Carling knockout in January, and then you take the MTN8 in October. People are going to want to go to Koetsenberg Stadium, and then it will force Stellenbosch and Mr. Johan Rupert, if he wants to sponsor, I'll at your boy. You take the game to the people. You might force Stellenbosch to actually take and then get people behind you. That's it. I want football to grow, Mahara. I'm not saying Pirates.
You know why I'm smiling and laughing? Because every soccer analyst, when a certain team is playing Pirates against Pirates, especially finals, they have hope that team might win the tournament. And here I go
and don't know how to lose.
By myself and go like, look, Pirates when it comes to finals, the players switch to another mode. Saleng, we know, he plays a very different ball game in the finals. Let me not talk about Chaini. He becomes Super Saiyan Chaini in those goalposts. No mistakes, no errors, you get my point. Saleng plays a different ball game. Mofokeng always wants to stand out when it comes to finals. He wants to. What he did for Pirates against Sundowns in the Nedbank Cup,
a historical
that boy
goal
is still carrying that. You can see that is the motivation that he got. Going into this MTN8 final on Saturday, he's not going to respect anybody who's going to be against him. The boy is going to show off. Tito, Emblanchas Tembis. You know him. John Masono said, hey, whatever, he's going to slam on the ball again like a kangaroo and go like, you see. And everybody, the Mabhida Stadium will be going crazy.
I think you've convinced me over here. I'm sure you're calling a Pirates victory.
I'm calling a Pirates victory. No penalties, no. Keba can go on and give his overs like you always do.
Yeah, over 2.5.
Over 2.5 on Hollywood bets and whatever. I'm saying Pirates straight win, and I have faith. This weekend, I believe, is the resurrection of Chirofacho Mabasa. Based on the way the Stellenbosch defense plays. They always line up like this. They always want to hold the line of defense. If Torre is going to want to go pound to pound with Chirofacho Mabasa, I see Chirofacho steering Pirates to
I mean,
to the
he does sound convincing over here.
2-1 Orlando Pirates. That's what I'm going to say. 2-1 Orlando Pirates. There's a likelihood that Stellenbosch could score first. Never score first against Orlando Pirates in a cup final. You don't want that to happen to you. I think that Pirates will open the scoring. Stellenbosch might come back into it, but at the end, the crowd is going to suck that goal in. At the same time, like I said, as the neutral, you want the magic of cup football. You want Stellenbosch to come with some business. I don't know if people are going to be going home crying, because this is literally Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal against the Western Cape.
Yeah.
This is personal.
I see. Well, gents, I think that's all we have time for today. Football fans, you've heard it right here from football experts Mokhale Sateke
and head of security
calling victories for Orlando Pirates in the MTN8 final. Do let us know what you think of the final and who your prediction is on. From all of us in studio, thanks and goodbye.
Hit the Target Podcast.